Hi, welcome to Beagles and Bobbles. This is Lori, mother of 4 from San Diego County, doing my podcast about the things I love, and which is knitting, and of course, my 2 beagles, Penny, and my other little girl sleeping over here, Ruby. Well, it was a really nice winter, had a nice Christmas break. All the kids were out keeping me nice and busy. And we got a little ice skating in, which was fun. We stayed in town and had a lot of time with family. So the main project that I've been working on, which took me so much longer than I ever anticipated, is the Find Your Fade Shawl by Andrea Mowry. I just finished this and it took just about all of the yarn I had in my stash. I didn't really want to buy any because I had a bunch of gray, and I actually won this purple from another podcaster, as well as the pink I won from another podcaster, and I wanted to use that into it, and I made this as a gift for my mom. It's really cool the way it, I'm trying to think of which way it started on. I think it started on this side, and you just do just cast on a few stitches and it just keeps growing. You keep adding to it. And then I love these little teeny yarn overs that make these little holes going through it. So it's pretty simple. It's very memorizable pattern. So I can see myself already making this in some different colors, and I wore it. I tried it out a little bit just because I wanted to see if I liked the style, and it's quite cozy. There's quite a bit of room to it. I could even see somebody using it just as a blanket if they didn't want to wear it, but yeah, it's quite nice. And at the end, I had this funny story. I ran out of yarn because it was so huge and I needed more gray. So I ended up going to this local yarn farm where it's called Simple Life, and they raise alpacas there and they make their own yarn there. So it was really cool to check that place out. And it's in Crest, California, just 10 minutes from my house. And I went there, it was, I'm trying to think, it was before New Year's. It was I think it was Christmas Eve. And I went up there with my daughter, and I didn't realize it was so far out there. They have this huge driveway that's a quarter of a mile down from the main road. And it was 5 o'clock, so it was starting to get dark, and I had to call the lady to ask, am I going the right way? Because I wasn't really sure. So that was funny, but I loved her property. Was beautiful and amazing, and I loved her whole operation. Her yarn was so amazing. Let me show you. This is what I got, and I ended up getting 2 balls of this, or 2 hanks, and this is what's left over from what I put in my shawl. I still have quite a bit of this, and I have a whole nother hank I got from her. So I don't know what I'm going to make with that yet, but I love gray because it's so versatile. So next up, my plans. I want to make the Ryant pullover I found, and it's really cool. It looks to me like fisherman's rib or brioche. I haven't quite done brioche yet. I really want to, but this is just they said it's pretty simple to make it. It's really chunky, but it uses fingering weight, which I have in my stash. I have this Knit Picks Hawthorne fingering. I have a bunch of this I had bought to make my husband some socks, and I bought a lot of it, and so I think I'm going to use that. And it asks for holding that double with some mohair. So I have some of this I might use, or I might use this lighter gray mohair I have. Thought that might be pretty with that. And color is that? Let's see. It says it's I don't know. What's it called? Rockaway tonal hand fingering. I don't know what color that is. So yeah, I'm gonna do that, and then also I was so excited recently. I thought of the idea of buying yarn used, like from like a Goodwill or a secondhand shop, because a lot of times like I want to make stuff, but the yarn is like so expensive, and with 4 kids, you know, you don't end up with a whole lot of extra for like your crafting habits. So Ruby's laying on this, but I have this huge bag of like mohair, kid mohair, all different colors that I picked up super cheap, and it's all brand new. So I was super excited about this. Another way just to, we talk about enabling my knitting. So this is Lana Grossa silk hair, super kid mohair, and I have some, this looks like, oh, it's from Rowan Kids Silk Haze. Look at this huge ball, and yeah, not much money at all. So I found this online. I was so excited. Like, this is such a cool way I can stretch stuff and make all these wonderful things. So I'm gonna make the rocket tee from Tannis fiber, and I mean, just look at all these awesome colors. I'm gonna make that from Tannis fiber, and I was gonna plan to make a short sleeve of that, and I got into it and I was just like having a lot going on at work. It was just stressful the way that the pattern was for me, but I think I want to make it with long sleeves. I really like the way that the bell sleeves look on hers. Let's see if it'll show you. I love those, and that's like all in like mohair, so I think I can make it with the amount of, oh, I didn't grab, I have another bag of mohair that's upstairs. It's a bright pink, and that's what I'm gonna use to make it. This sweater is gonna be crazy. It's a lot. It's very bright, but it'll be very loud. But I'm really excited about that. Also, I'm sure you guys have seen it, the Cosmo cardigan pattern. I think this is super adorable, and I want to make this in black, because if I make it in black, I think I'll just wear this like all the time. I love all those little like details that are on there, that like diagonal line she has going on that. I think that's so just super fun and cool. So what I had ended up making, I really hope I grabbed that. Maybe I didn't grab that either. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna have to put this on pause. Okay, hold on. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So I got the shirt I was trying to talk about. I made this tank out of Kotlin from Knit Picks, and I've already worn it. She's probably about 5 times. I love it. It's so such an easy pattern, and of course I'm forgetting the name of it again. I'm terrible. I'm gonna have to tell you guys in the write-up. I'll tell you what that pattern's called for that tank top, but I've made it a couple times so far. I love that. And then, oh, the bag. This is what I'm gonna make the rocket tee sweater out of, I think. This is the other bag of mohair that I picked up. Also, I was super excited about this yarn. This is 100% wool, and it's Shetland, made in Great Britain. And I'm like, how amazing is that I could find wool that's like so different from what I would be able to find in this area where I live. So anyways, I mean, I hope it's not too scratchy for me. I appreciate all you listening to me. I love knitting so much. I'm so excited I found it. There's so much time that I'm just like sitting around like waiting for my kids like at their sports, or like recently my oldest son, he's having to have his eye teeth dropped down, and he had to get put to sleep, and he had surgery for that, and I had to sit there for like 2 hours at the dentist, and if I didn't have my knitting, I wouldn't know what I would do with myself. And you know, I'm always in my car doing something, and I think people are probably wondering what the heck I'm up to. I'm just looking down at something, and it's having that craft I can bring everywhere with me. I love it. All the pieces I make are so special. So appreciate all of you. I know you all share the same interests as I do, as loving this yarn so much and loving our projects, and just staying busy. Today we had a very fun, interesting thing happen in our house, and these two girls are not aware of it yet, but we bought a kitty. And this kitty, she's only 7 months old, and we're naming her Luna. She's a beautiful white cat with blue eyes, and my kids have been asking me for a cat for a super long time, and finally we thought for Christmas we would get them a cat. Besides my knitting, I love cooking. I'm always in my kitchen. I always talk about having my own bakery or my own restaurant store where I could feature like crafts and also have baked goods, which hopefully I'll do someday. My husband just built me an addition to my garden. Like, we moved over an older one, and he's built 2 big gardens that we need to like do one more coat of sealant on, and then we're gonna fill them up and plant lots of lovely veggies that we can all enjoy. So, husband finally cleaned the fish tank. Love it. All right, y'all take care. I gotta go pick up my kids from school. Pretty girl. These are my new garden beds that my husband built. I have to do one more coat of sealer on it, and then I'm gonna fill them up. This is my old one over there.
Which says, going to the dock. Creek. Beach. Yeah, the beach. Everyone, go down to the beach. I think Blue likes the beach. I think they go surfing. From Australia. Yeah.
I'm getting hungry already.
Eggs, potatoes, bacon, just a little piece, please. And cinnamon rolls.
Oh, yeah.
Are you happy? Do you have your toy? No, you don't. Where's Penny's toy? Do you have it? Good morning, Nicholas.
Good morning.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Kira. Merry Christmas.
I keep complaining.
Yummy Dutch babies. I'm sitting down to finish a bit of this. What's it called? Find your own. fade shawl for my mom.